Hey guys, we're back, guys. I have been very sporadic in my uploads in my creative space the past couple of weeks, partly because I haven't been feeling well, and then partly because I was debating whether to continue my content creating journey. And I have decided that I'm not a quitter. And I enjoy this space and I'm going to stay in it. I enjoy talking to you guys about books. I enjoy talking about books. I enjoy reading books. And so I want to talk about it. And we're staying on T Heart Books. And we're going to stay on T's Thoughts, where I encourage you for the week, give you an encouraging word, give you some uplifts and some joy, and to help you along your way. So we're going to do this thing, and we're going to be consistent, and we're just going to do it. So if you have not subscribe to this channel. If you like faith content, go over, the link is below, to T's Thoughts, and give you some faith content. But you know you're going to get some Jesus over here too. All right. So today we got a lot to get caught up on. Today is Saturday. I did some shopping today and I went to Barnes. Let me show you what I got. Let me get you together. Let me get myself together and I'll show you what I got. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So we went to Barnes. I went and did some shopping with my mom, and so I'm at a big age, and if there's men watching this section, just skim on over. But I'm at a big age, but I heavily rely on my mom, and I needed to go bra shopping because I've never been able to buy good bras. My mama always helps me to buy good bras. And I have been horrible. And I've lost some weight, but I need to tone. And so we went bra shopping. Well, I did get some good ones. Got sized and all that stuff like that. But I am still in the process of losing weight and toning up and all that. So I didn't want to get a lot because this back is getting ready to get unbig. Do you understand? So I had to do that. Well, then I was like, we went to lunch and all that good stuff after we did that. Saw my brother, and I found him in the mall, him and my nephew, and then my son ended up coming over there. So we just did some shopping and stuff. But after that, we went to go eat, and I was like, Mom, I need to go to Barnes because, I put on my list to buy 2 books. Ask me, did I do it? Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Okay, let me show you what I got. So I got 2 bookmarks. I got these. This one says, Book On, World Off. And this one says, Be a Reader. Ain't it so cute? I love that one. That one's cute. So I got 2 bookmarks. Where did I get 2 books from? Why did I think I was going in there and just get 2 books? Because I pulled some money out of my book budget, and yeah, it wasn't enough. So let's talk about what I got. But now let me tell y'all, all these books except for one was on my list of books to buy for this year. Okay. Now, the first book I got is Out of the Woods by Hannah Bowman Young. This is part 2 in the Out on the Limb series. I think the series is called Out, I believe. So this is that. Isn't it cute? So I got that. Let's see. Okay, we'll put it down there. So these were, okay, so then I got The Temporary Roomie by Sarah Adams. I hadn't seen this. I thought it was cute. It looks like pregnancy roommate type situation. Might be fake dating. But it was buy one, get one 50% off. So the reason I went, now this is the one book that I did not go in there for. This is the book that I went in there for, which is First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. I've got several books by her and have not read one. I started Love Light Farms during the Christmas season and couldn't get through it. Not because of her, it was me. So, but this has been on my TBR to get for this year. Everybody's reading it and I want it. But it was buy one, get one 50% off. And so with that, I got this. So I got this one 50% off. And I like Sarah Adams. I like Sarah Adams, not sports romance. Not that anything's wrong with them. I just don't like sports romances because I don't like sports. That's all. But, so I got this. So I know those are going to be good. So buy one, get one 50% off. So this one was on my list to get. Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkinson. She wrote Black Cake. I love Black Cake. And so I wanted to get her new book. So this I went in there for. This book and First Time Caller were the two books that I went into Barnes to buy. And my hind part came out of there with 5 books and 2 bookmarks. Okay. But I love that for me. So we got Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkinson. And this one I'm excited about. Now, I didn't go in there to get this, but it was on my list. And that is The Favorite. Favorites by Lane Fargo. Never heard of this, Lane Fargo. But I was watching, was it Destiny's Channel? I can't remember who I was watching, or did I see it on TikTok? I want to think I saw this on, it was on YouTube or TikTok. I can't remember who I saw it from. But they said that this was giving Daisy Jones and the Six, and so I'm here for it. So I got The Favorites. Now, I believe, okay, I know I said I don't like sports, but I like the Daisy Jones and the Six was more of rock and roll, but I think this is figure skating. If I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard, this is figure skating. Let me see. It's Olympic skater. But 9 times out of 10, it ain't going to be about the skating. It's going to be drama. So I'm here for it. So I got The Favorites by, I know who I saw this on, Rachel's channel, because she's in Australia and they had the U in Favorites on there. That's who I saw that on. I think her name is Rachel Catherine. But that's where I saw it, and she was talking about it, and I was like, I'm here for it. So this is what I got. So, guys, we got 5 books. Look at this. 5 books and 2 bookmarks. That's what we got going on. I love it for me. I told my mom said, how many books did you get? I just shook my head and just showed it to her. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, yeah. So, yeah, this is what I got. I don't know if we're going to do... I probably will not buy any more books this month because this was a good penny, and this was beyond my budget for this month, what I bought. But I feel good because these are all on my TBR books to buy for this year. And that's what I'm going with. Yeah. Okay. So that's what's happening. I am going to read. I'm reading The Women by Kristin Hannah. I was going to say Hannah Grace. Kristin Hannah. I'm reading The Women, and I'm also reading, hold on, let me go get what I'm reading. Okay, I'm back. I'm actually reading 3 books at one time. I know. So I'm reading The Circle Maker. This is my Christian book for the month. The Circle Maker by Mark Batterson. And it says, Pray in circles around your biggest dreams and greatest fears. So I love that for me. So I'm reading this because I wanted to just enhance my prayer life. And I thought I need to be reading books and centered around prayer. And so that's what I'm reading. So that's during my quiet time. And then I picked this up. Y'all, this week at work was a lot. And I went to Target for, I don't know what. I can't even remember. And I saw this. The Story of My Life by Lucy Score. And I haven't read a Lucy Score book in a minute. I think I was kind of in a reading slump. And I was like, I gotta find something good, like an author I know is gonna be good. And so I picked that up, and so we're reading this. My TBR for this month is all over the place. I have not really been consistent. I think I've read 2 books that's on my TBR for this month. Well, the women is also. So this is the second book. So this is what we're reading. Okay. So I'm reading both. This one is good. It's just slow pace and it's good. We're going to finish it. Yeah, but this one's good. But look at these sprayed edges. Come on, Lucy. Look at that. So cute. Love that for me. But, so yeah, so we're doing this in the cute little bike on the front. Isn't that cute? So this is what we're doing. We're going to run this vlog. I'm not going to rush it. We're going to read today. It's around 5, so, and I hadn't been too long, got home. We're going to read some. I need to fold some clothes. I need to clean my bathroom. And then we're going to read and chill out. So that's what's happening. Tomorrow's church. We've got 2 services tomorrow. However, it is supposed to rain. So, but one of the services is close by. So, and I don't think it's going to be long. So we'll probably do that. And then tomorrow will be a get ready, like a reset type situation. So we can get ready for the work week. But yeah, I'm feeling, y'all, I'm feeling so much better. To God be the glory. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, but we are back as never before. I did finish a vlog. I just didn't have the energy to edit. And I don't know if I want to edit that vlog. I don't know. I may look at it and see, but we'll get some content out. Thank you for being patient with me as I get my life together. But yeah. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. All right, bye. I'll see you in a little bit.
Get somebody's attention, eyeball to eyeball, look at them and tell them, I want to help you today. I want to help you today. I want to tell you that I know that God still answers prayer.
So, today is Sunday. I probably got some, I know I do. I have some clips of church. I'm just leaving church. It is a rainy day today. But you know what? God be praised, y'all. I just had one of the blessed moments in service today. If my apostle did not preach on this good Sunday day, do you hear me? Y'all, the Lord is good. Oh, now I see where the zoom is. I be doing the most. I can't even really adequately describe what happened today in service. Apostle preached the reality of hope. Oh, Father, if he didn't touch like every area, let me put this up, probably about every area of my life today. God is just so good, y'all. He is so good, because he will give you he will give you exactly what you need in the moment that you need it. And I really needed that word today. Breakthrough today. I'm telling you, walls have been broken, and I'm just happy. I'm happy in the Lord. I have joy. I have joy in the Lord today. That word just really, really blessed me. And God just restored my hope, restored my joy, restored my confidence in Him that He is well able to take care of me. And this week, last week, and the last couple of weeks have been just really, really hard, mentally, physically, spiritually, and I was struggling. But thanks be unto God who gives us the victory. I am triumphant, and I have a renewed hope in the Father and in His word for my life, and so I'm just so grateful. So we had a marvelous time in the Lord. Oh Father, the Lord uses my pastor and in so many remarkable ways, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. So I went and got me a plate. It's a rather huge plate from the restaurant, and it's raining. It's supposed to be bad weather today. So I am heading to the house, and I'm thinking about my pastor's wife, my first lady, has to preach not too far from my house. So I am probably going to go support her and do that. So that's at 3 o'clock. So I should get home, eat a little something, and go there. It's not far from where I live. Hopefully the rain will hold off. It's raining now, but hopefully it'll hold off and all the things. So anywho, that's what's happening. Oh God, I thank you. Lord, I love you. So reading the women, I did get to page 100 for the women. Y'all, I didn't realize these months is just going by so fast. This is March the 16th. So I may have to do, because I haven't read much, because like I said, last couple of weeks I have not felt well. And I finished 2 books. So, and one really I started it in February and it ran into March. And then, so I've really we completed 2 books. And then I'm reading the women, and I'm reading that Lucy Score book. I can't even remember the name of it, but I'll put it up here. So we're doing that. I need to reset for the week. My first lady, she's not going to preach long, so if the service lingers, I may just pop out when she finishes, because I do need to reset, get my to-dos for this week done in my calendar, and try to check my monthly calendar and see what I'm supposed to do this week. So we got that happening, and yeah, so we'll do that and probably read some tonight. I need to study all the things. So that's what's happening. To God be the glory. And I need to try to edit a vlog. I've got 2 vlogs. I've got video footage for at least 2 vlogs. So I need to try to get some content up for you guys this week and all that. So we'll try to work on that and be a good social media influencer. We'll try to get some footage up this week. But anywho, that's what's happening. Yeah, so we're gonna head home. Alright, I'll see y'all when I have a reading update. Y'all, I just rode through a whole lot of rain, but I'm home and I'm eating before I have to change and head to service. But I wanted to talk to y'all about the women. Y'all, it's kind of slow, but I noticed that with Kristin Hannah books, they're snow. They're a little slow. However, it's still a good plot, not slow in a bad way, but just slow leading to, like, where not a lot like happens, but it just tells the story and they're going through life. So what's her name? Frankie is in Vietnam. She is honing her nursing skills. She's met some people there. She's getting more comfortable with her, not comfortable, but I guess that's the only word I could think of, in where she is. And she is trying to learn. She wants to be the best nurse that she can be. She's being there. She's showing compassion. She's made, like, her roommates are, being her friends or whatever. And they're taking her, because she's young, and they're showing her, how life is over in Vietnam. And at this point, she is moving from the neuro unit to the basically like OR, and she's trying to help the doctor, who I think has a crush on her, and she may have a crush on him. And it's basically, trying to tell the story of what's happening over there. So that's kind of where we are. I did get to page 100. And I don't know how much I can get read today. I've got a little while before I've got to run out. I think I told you that. I'm going to another service this afternoon. So I've got to run out for that. It shouldn't be long. But yeah, so we're doing that. But so far, this is really good. Of course, I have fell into the Kristin Hannah genre. And look, she has her own genre, historical fiction. But yeah, it's pretty good. My dad served in Vietnam, so it's kind of interesting to see or read about that time period. And like, I heard the stories from my dad of how things were there. He didn't talk about it a lot, but he talked about it enough that I can kind of, see that experience through that lens. So it's pretty interesting going back to that time period. But that's where we are. Okay, I'm going to eat and probably try to find me something to wear and go. And I'm so glad the rain stopped, but I'm going to go support my first lady, and because literally it's down the street. So I'm going to not be lazy and go. And then we're going to get comfy, and I might do some writing tonight. Yeah, I might do a little bit of, or study and see where we go. Okay, guys, I'll check in with you in a little bit. Hey, happy Monday. It is Monday, March 17th, and you know where I'm going. Work. Yeah, I am thankful for a job. I am very, very thankful for my job. This morning was rough getting up. It was rough. I didn't get up until 7:30. So, and I gotta be working at 8. Y'all know I'm trying to get to work on time. So it was a quick situation. Quick getting ready. Hope I got everything. But yeah. So we're heading to work. Y'all, last night I tried to put clips together that I had from the other week, last 2 weeks, where I didn't vlog. I didn't finish the vlog, but I had some clips, and it just didn't make sense. So I just was like, no, this isn't gonna work. I don't want to just put anything out there just to be putting some content out. So I like scrapped it, and one of them was okay, but my computer was doing funny stuff, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do that. We'll just start fresh. So that's what we're doing. So sorry. That's about 2 weeks worth of footage, and I may be able to use some of it like for a short or something, but it's fine. I've got a couple of ideas. So we'll have some, steady content coming up. So, That's what that is. So last night I read the women. So I am trying. I was looking up because I really want to finish the women, but it is given like slow. It is just telling a story. Nothing major is happening. It's just telling the story of Frankie's time in Vietnam. And I'm on page like 117. I was desperately trying to get to, hold on, page, at least get to 120. And I kept dozing off. So I did not get that far. I think I got to about 117. So I'm going to challenge myself, although I have a lot to do this week, but I want to finish this book by tomorrow. No later than Wednesday. No later than Wednesday. I would like to finish it. So we can get possibly one more book in for this month. Hopefully, might be able to get two. We'll see, because I'm still reading the Lucy Score book. Something about story. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm reading that. But Lucy Score books are so thick, and I'm not sure if I'm going to finish that in this vlog. However, I'll go to my cart and pick one of those reads that I picked out for this month. So anyway, so that's the goal. So I went online. I was like, what kind of challenge could I do to help me, finish this book? And you know what came up? The 24-hour reading challenge. I don't have time to do a 24-hour reading challenge. I gotta work. So I so then there was one where reading 200 pages in a day. I could attempt it, and that way I can finish it by Wednesday. How I'm going to do that, I do not know. Y'all, I work during the day. So some of the creators that do these challenges, that's their job, right? It's their job because they're full-time content creators, and I love that. So, but I work there today, and then I have another channel that I need to try to focus on for this month, which we're going back to on Tea Stalks next month. I'm going to give myself the rest of this week, the rest of this month, to prepare and get some devotions read, studied and going for Tea Stalks, so we can film for April. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about that, because I've been putting that channel, I haven't been giving it the love. Like, I post shorts over there, but I haven't done like, a 10-15 minute Bible study or anything like that over there in a long time. So we're going back on over there for that. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna read 200 pages today, where I'm gonna do it when I get off at 5. So I could read at lunch. I can't stay up late because I'm back on this medicine that makes me sleepy, and I go to bed with my grandbaby. So I gotta figure this thing out. It can be done, but how? How am I gonna do it? Let me know if y'all do like reading challenges and stuff like that. So fun challenges, so that you can get your TBR read. Because y'all, I have a lot of books on my TBR cart, and I just bought some books. It is what it is. All right, I'm heading to work. We're going to figure out how to get 200 pages in today. At least close to it. I don't think I have anything to do at lunch today. So I can read at lunch and stay up a little bit tonight. We'll see if we can get it done. But that's the challenge for this week. We're going to read 200 pages. Let's see if we can get it done. I am off work. I'm going to get my nails done and get my feet done. My nails look horrible, so I'm going to go and get that done and have a little self-care time before I head home. So I was able to read at lunch today. I was able to read, and y'all, this book is giving a little sad. Like, Frankie is there, her friend, two of her friends, like one of the doctors that kind of trained her and mentored her, has left to go back to the States. Then one of her roommates, who was one of her friends, she's back in the States, and so there's one of her roommates left, and now she's gotten orders to go to another unit that is pretty rough. And then something happens. I can't tell you what happens, but it was just like really sad. And yeah, but you see her, and then they said something like, like the time frame has only been 6 months, but it feels like it's been longer than 6 months. It's like she's been over there for a long time, but she's only been there for 6 months, right? But gosh, so much has happened, and you can see her like growing while she's there. And wow, you gotta mature while you're there. Not that she was immature, but you can see her evolving in her nursing skills and how she relates to certain things and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna read some more while I'm getting my nails done, getting my feet done, and I'll give you an update. So I got so much. I have 187 pages to go to get to 200 pages. Where I'm gonna do it at, y'all? Where am I gonna do that? So I should have some time, at least a good hour, while I'm in here, and then we'll see how much we can get done before I go to bed. Yeah. Oh gosh, why do I do this to myself? But it's fun. It is what it is. We're going to get these nails and feet done, and we're gonna have fun reading these 187 pages, at least close to it. I would feel accomplished if I could get at least 100 pages read today. If I could at least do that, I would feel accomplished. But we'll see. Oh Lord, thank you, I found the part. Oh, and they are open. Okay, let me get in here. Y'all, this challenge, oh wait, y'all, cricket. So I was able to get, I'm trying to read 200 pages so I can get this book read, because I want to start on another book before. I would like to get two more books in before the end of the month. I don't know. So yesterday I was able to get 56 pages in. Okay, not bad considering that I worked all day. But so we're like on page 173 of The Women. We're reading The Women by Kristin, if y'all don't know. Man, this book is heavy. It is going through this war. The Vietnamese War is what the book is about. And this young girl named Frankie, who's a nurse, who went over there. She joined the army because she wanted to make a difference, and she wanted to be with her brother. I can't tell you what happened because I'm not sure if this is in the beginning of the book. I mean, in the synopsis of the book. But she's over there right now. I think she's like 8 months in. Where I'm at now, she has her orders to return back home. But gosh, it's hard. It is hard to see what the people experience. And it is also making me think about like when my dad was over there, because my dad was served in the army and he was in the Vietnam War. And I will tell you, my dad, growing up, my dad was just different. And part of it is because of what he experienced in the war. And when he came back home, trying to acclimate back to, in the book it's called The World, because over here, over in Vietnam, they're not evolving with what's going on back in America. And so my dad was basically like come back, and he has some mental health issues, but he still was able to thrive in his own way. He was very he was in a silo. He had friends, and of course us, but he, certain places he couldn't go because his anxiety would get, really high. And it was just different. But he was so soft and loving and kind to us as his children. And so, but we knew, even though we were born, later or whatever, but still, because my mom explained a lot, and my dad would talk about certain things of the war, but not a lot, but still, we knew enough to know that he went through trauma. And so now reading about it makes it a little bit more, gives you more of a image or a clarity of actually what they saw and what they went through. So it's touching. So it's bringing it home for me. But yeah, so I'm on page 173. So we're gonna try today. I don't have. Let me see. Do I have a meeting during lunch today? I hope not. We're gonna read during lunch. If I can take a break, I'll try to take a break. I hardly ever get a break but lunch, and sometimes y'all see lunch don't be working either. So, but this afternoon I don't have much to do. I need to clean the bathroom, do some house stuff, and then we can read. So that's what we got going on. Look, I got my nails done, guys. Look, so cute. I got yellow. They're a little longer than what I normally would get, but I'm trying it. They may get cut down, but you're gonna see the hands. You already see the hands anyway, but you're gonna be seeing the hands. They're so cute. Love it. Got my feet done too. So did that yesterday, and so that's how I was able to get a few pages in yesterday, because while I was getting my feet done, I was reading, and I had to wait a little bit to get these done, and so I had to wait, so I was able to read then. And then last night, by the time I got home, it took me a while to get this all done. I didn't get home until after 7, and my son-in-law cooked, and by the time I spent some time with them, I got back upstairs, had my study time, it was pretty late. And so, oh my God, I think this person has green hair behind me. Wow. Okay. All right. Anywho, but yeah, so by the time I did read some before I went to sleep, but I was falling asleep, child. So, anywho, all right, guys, you know where I'm going. Let me get this work day started, and I'll check in with y'all when I have an update. Good morning, book pals. I am off today. It's Thursday, and I'm off My son has to have a procedure today, and so I'm going to go take him for his procedure. So I took the day off, but it's a little early. I got up early, and I'm going to record a book haul video. I bought some books, and we need to record so I can share them with y'all. Let's see. So I'm getting this together. Look, this is my setup. There's my camera, all the things. So I've got all the stuff set up. I normally, like when I was at my old house, the room that I recorded in wasn't bright, and so I had like the lights set up and all that kind of stuff. I still have the lights, but I don't think I need it in here because it's pretty bright in here. So in this camera, it's a Nikon Z30, and I kind of like it. I used to vlog with that camera before I got my Osmo Pocket, and I like the Osmo Pocket because it's so small, and I can just put it in my purse and go on. So I kind of like that. But here's the books that I bought. So we're gonna haul these. We're gonna do a new book haul for everybody and tell everybody what I got. Y'all seem to like these. So when I was looking at the analytics for the channel, the book hauls get quite a lot of views. So and also I saw the analytics, and a lot of you are not subscribed. So subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and hit subscribe down below, and join the T Heart Books book pals. Okay, so subscribe. I really appreciate it. Get the numbers up, and thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope that something I do or say encourage you or makes you laugh and give you some book recs and all those good things. But I'm going to do this video real quick and then get ready so I can take my son for his procedure, and that's supposed to be a few hours, I think. So I'll be gone a little bit, but that's okay. I'm packing my book, and we'll do that. And I've got, look, he told me last night, he was like, oh, it's gonna be probably about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I was like, what? I said, let me pack my hobby bag. So I'm gonna pack my stuff if I gotta sit there for a while. So yeah, and I can't leave. So whoever brings him has to stay. So yeah. But that's fine. I'm gonna get my hobby bag and okay, that's better. So yeah, gotta get the bag together because gotta bring my books. I might bring my my little PlayStation, my little Switch, Nintendo Switch, and gotta get my headphones so I can watch YouTube. All the things. All right, let's get this haul together. I just finished the book haul video, and I just did a short for Tease Thoughts. And I do like quick little encouragement shorts, which that's what shorts are, over on Tease Thoughts, to just give some encouragement, try to keep people encouraged. But I do have to record a devotion. I'm gonna do that probably. I may do it tonight. I've got notes on it, but I did that last night. But I want to write it out. Well, actually type it out and have my outline. And I may, while my son, when we get back, while he's sleeping, go on and record that so we can get a devotion up for Sunday. I'm going to try to shoot for T-Stalks devotions to go up on Sunday. And we have a T Heart Books on Saturday and a T-Stalks on Sunday. And we'll see how that Sunday uploads go. But yeah, so we're going to try that, and then we'll have the vlog back on Wednesdays. So yeah, Saturday, some type of T Heart Books, and the vlog will be back on Wednesdays. That's the plan, my friends. So we're doing that. I'm going to get ready, and so I think we got to be there at 11:45. It's 10 now, but I don't want to rush. So I might read a little bit and then go get dressed. Or get dressed and then go read. Whatever. Want something, child. But that's what we're doing. And I'm going to put these books up and get my life together. Y'all don't want to see that. But that's what's happening. I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching Olivia reads a latte. She reads a lot, but she loves coffee. So I'm watching her, and she's at the library getting a bunch of books. I don't know where my library is in the town that I live in now. I'm new to this area. I've worked in this area for a long time, but I've not lived here, so I'm trying to figure out things. But I don't know where the library is. Probably kind of need to know where that is, huh? Okay. All right. You know what I also need to do? I'm going to wait until the kids move, but I need another bookshelf. Yeah. I need another one. So I need to, I'm going to wait though. I think I'm going to wait because I really want to get my library together, but I can't do that till my son moves out. And I think he's moving out in a couple months. So yeah, well, he was supposed to move out in April. All of them is. But we'll see if that's going to happen in April. But by May, I think they'll be moved. So, but I'm going to put a bookshelf in there. I want to get a new reading chair. I want to make it super, super cute. I already got some, I got this little reading light. It's like a book I ordered. So I want to decorate my library and get my desk together, all the things. So yeah, so we'll be working on that once they move, and then redo the guest room. So I want to get all that stuff done. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, let me get myself together. I'm just yapping. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, we're back, and everything went well with my son and his procedure, so to God be the glory for that, and he's home. I didn't really get a lot of reading done. I thought I would, but the procedure actually went by pretty fast, so I was able to get a few pages in. And y'all, I'm not going to give my whole little summary of this book and my thoughts, but right now, these people have made me so mad. How they have treated this girl, and her parents are so mean, and she's not doing well. So Frankie's back in America. Her tour is over, and so much tragedy has happened. And it is, gosh, it's hard. But she's spiraling at this point. I'm on page of my 273. So I got quite a bit to go, and I was hoping I would get a big chunk of this done while he was in a procedure, but I didn't. But she's spiraling. Her parents are the most outrageous, awful people. They're just awful. They rather keep up appearances than to be proud of their daughter. And it's just really hard. Especially, and I think I told y'all this, like knowing that my dad was in Vietnam, and to think that he would have had the experience coming home of what she had, and some of the other people that she was in the war with, and coming home to so much hate when they thought they were defending their country, you know? So, more to come, but right now, Frankie is not doing well. She's not doing well at all. But we're going to keep reading. I'm hoping, I'm going to really stay steadfast and try to finish this today. 273, it's 4 o'clock now. So we'll see. We're going to sit here and we're going to read. That's what we're going to do. So next time, my check-in is going to be finishing The Women, Kristin Hannah. I'm watching YouTube too. So this girl, I like her. She's very, some of the books she reads, I think it's called Peruse. What's her name? Peruse Project. Right? And I like her. She's very quirky. But the books that she reads is not my taste of books, but I do like her videos. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to get some reading done.
This thing where she sits in the sun and gets so hot, but refuses to move, you silly girl. Let's go read more of the Echo Way. I feel like I'm being dramatic, which I kind of feel like I am dramatic about this. I.e., I hate feeling like I'm in a reading club, so I'm taking it personally, even though it's literally no one's fault. And it's definitely not this one.
So, here, hold on. So, Frankie an incident happened at work, and she had a huge fight with her dad and her mom. And so she leaves. They basically kick her out of the house. And here she goes. The music blared through the small black speakers like my fire. For a second, she felt it all. The missing of herself, of Vietnam, of her lost loves. Tears blurred her eyes. She couldn't lift her hand to wipe them away. So she pressed her foot on the gas when she meant to ease off. A flash of something, color. So she was, I think, in Vietnam, because she was important in Vietnam, what she was doing meant something to the people there, right? And she was a hero. And over there, she didn't realize coming home that she was basically not a hero, not a skilled nurse as she thought she was, or that she is, but the people didn't think she was a skilled nurse because she was a combat nurse. But she was over there saving lives, putting in trachs, and being the doctor's right-hand person. And then she comes over here and they want her to be changing bedpans. Nothing wrong with that, but you would think from where she was doing there and coming home, she would have received more of a hero's welcome, you know, and they would been able to find a job and feel as compassionate for caring for people as she did there. But no, that's not what she got. This book. Jeez, Kristin Hannah. Jeez. She got me. Happy Friday, book pals. So, I have finished The Women, and I have thoughts. This book, so just in case you don't know what it's about, this is about women, 3 women, one main one that went to Vietnam, served in Vietnam as nurses, and their experience in Vietnam and the friendships that they made while there and when they got back home. And it's about their trying to rekindle their lives or have some normalcy, I guess, in their life, coming back to the United States during that time and all the conflict that they faced and not being recognized and honored like the men were, and how that war just went on for years without like resolution, and the lives that were lost, lost people that were injured, men that came back, and women addicted to drugs, and the prisoners of war. This was a hard book, and I think some of it was hard for me because one, just realizing, seeing this again, and like I said earlier in the vlog, my dad was in Vietnam, and it just kind of brought back some memories. But mainly this was about Frankie and how she dealt with her life and coming back home and not having the respect from her dad, her mom, the people around her. It was really hard. I gave this 3 stars. It's really like 3.5 stars, 3.5. It was long. That was the thing. I think that was, it could have been over at 300, 350, but it was a little over 400 pages, like 450 some pages, I believe. And it was almost like trauma after trauma after trauma. And some of it I thought wasn't really relevant to the story, especially the ending between Frankie and Rye. I was hoping for something better. And she just was lost. And she finally was able to kind of, I won't give the ending, but it was just a lot. And at certain points, I was like, okay, this just really needs to be, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it on up. Because it was just going on just to be going on almost. It was like no reason for it to be. Some aspects of it, I was like, okay, let's just, that could have been left out. All in all, I think the friendship dynamic, Frankie coming back and just being traumatized, but then you saw where one of the friends, she kind of got her life together. One was still fighting the cause and trying to do it, and it just took, Frankie was just, yeah, she was hurt. And I can see it without having, family support, where the others kind of did, where one didn't. But I think the friendship is what made this so good, and how they were there for each other, how they were there to help pick each other up, and especially Frankie. And so anyway, all in all, I gave this book, Kristin handled The Women, I gave it 3.5 stars. I really liked it. I did like it. I just thought it was too long, and I thought that, it could have been wrapped up, not in a pretty bow, but a little sooner. So that's where I was with that. But all in all, I thought it was a great story. I thought the friendship dynamic was good. I thought the explaining some of the history around that time was really thought-provoking, and it made you think just how women were treated during that time, and the lack of respect, because she was a hero. She was a hero. The others were heroes, and the women of that time should not be forgotten. So that's what I thought about The Women. 3.5 stars. Really good. Kristin Hannah is a great writer. I like her books. So that's where we are. I'm gonna end the vlog here, guys, and we're gonna start a new one, and we're gonna read A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. I need something different. I don't need anything heavy. I don't need anything about history. I don't need anything that's gonna make me cry or make me think. I want something light. So we're gonna do our Elsie Silver book for this month, and that is A Photo Finish, and this is book 2 in the Gold Rush Ranch series. I've heard this one may be a little spicy. If it gets a little spice, we may flip some pages or find something else, but watch next week's vlog and see what we get into. All right, guys, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Love to have you one of the book pals. Let me know if you read The Women and what your thoughts are. Let me know. I'm curious. Let's chat about it in the comments. All right, guys, until next week, be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else, and find you some good books to read.